So what we got to go through still will stand all the time. All right, let's enjoy this one, man. This track is it's kind of beautiful, strange. It wouldn't go on any of my tapes, but as a passing track, you know, if I was in a shop somewhere and this track came on, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. You know, it's got enough of the weirdness, the strangeness towards the end when you get the kind of what was his name? Fisher, Prince's the guy who was Claire Fisher.
Yeah.
There's some of that kind of Claire Fisher-esque out of key strings going on that just make it sound ethereal and strange and kind of beautiful. It's not a great song, but there are elements of that what I would call beautiful, strange Prince, that funky, strange, not funky, that strange, ethereal, weird Prince that I like. It's got elements that I really appreciate, but I don't like the track. But it's got elements that I really appreciate. I love the way it builds at the end and all the kind of, you know, it's kind of cool. I remember in the film, it's horrible as they were walking out into this place. I think someone's there.
Don't mention that film, please.
You won't mention
because I remember that you brought. I forgot about that scene until you just said it just now, and
I'm sorry.
Awful, yeah,
it was horrible. But you know, in a nutshell, I just think that it's not a great track, but there are elements that I appreciate. That's all I have to say on that, and still will stand all the time. What say you?
Okay. I was bored when it started. I was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. But I must admit, it does pick up and it does get really interesting. And I like it. I like where it goes. And it's a little bit, you know, as you say, beautiful strange is a good description. Yeah, I liked it by the time it gets to the end. And in a funny way, I could hear this song on Around the World in a Day.
Interesting. I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, which is an album I love.
Classic.
But you kind of spoils it for me when you mentioned that film, because I was like, oh yeah, I remember something odd happening there with this song. But yeah, like it starts off kind of slow and it kind of builds, and because of the bashing we got from all the other bad tracks on this album, I was kind of like, make this stop. But then I was like, yeah, okay. I like it builds nicely. I like the end. I like the gospel, you know, vibe that he drops on it, and the vocals are great, and all the backing vocals, and you know, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. I give it a cool.
Okay. All right. So the next track coming up is called Graffiti Bridge. This is the title track. I
haven't got no hope for this.
I could almost just skip this completely, because when I saw the film with this track, you know what? Let's just endure this one.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
just go.
Everybody wants to find Graffiti Bridge.
Time out. Couldn't do it. Once again, couldn't do it. Couldn't listen to this past how long?
It took us 41 seconds to decide this track was terrible.
No, couldn't do it. Couldn't listen to this again.
Couldn't listen to it. No.
I remember it from, it just brought back painful memories of why I didn't like this album.
No. I refuse.
Yeah, it was. Yo, bro, do you think Prince wrote this for? No. Let's take up. I don't want to give them props. Do you think he wrote this for? Yo, bro, do you think Prince wrote this for a drinks company?
It sounds like.
Do you think like this was like a for
you know that track?
Yeah, was it for
you know that track.
It must have been for
it's
an
like
advert. This is
like a 70s advert.
Bad. I don't even want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear anymore. No.
I've got nothing else to say. Graffiti Bridge is rubbish.
Okay. Let's next. Next.
Right.
Next.
Next track is New Power Generation.
Oh Lord.
Part 2.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Yo, you know, bro.
Oh.
Before you even play the track, I realize what I'm gonna have to do after listening to these, right? I'm gonna go and play 1999 to purge myself from
Get
this.
out to purge.
Yeah.
Get out your system.
Yeah, get all this stuff out my system. I'm gonna bust 1999.
There's some nasty residue. This album so far is just taken more than it's given. And it's given some, but all right, let's just do this.
Do we have to? Do we have to play that last track?
I'll gladly just judge it right now, but you know,
let's go.
We promised you. We promised you.
Yeah,
we're gonna do what we promised, just for you.
Whoa, let's go.
All right.
Yo, I'm in shock. Bro, you have to start this, bro. Justin, wonderful. Hit the review of this last song, the final song on Graffiti Bridge.
I've got a question. I've got one question.
Go on.
Why? The album's called Graffiti Bridge.
Yeah.
The penultimate track is Graffiti Bridge.
Yeah.
We already heard New Power Generation.
Okay.
You brought it back to have a guy rap.
Ooh.
I mean, you brought it back to have someone say, yo, bust that beat, boy. It's like, Prince, again, it sounded like an old man trying to be down with the kids and being out of touch.
I agree. Hearing this outro.
I mean, you had Prince say, yo, bust that in there. He was in a house or some nonsense. Like, really, Prince? That at that point, we wasn't even really in hip hop. We moved past that type of that was more mid 80s. We'd moved past that a little bit, and you know, we were in Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul and Jungle Brothers and the New School. And you're talking about bust that boy. It's like, Prince, nah, like, why was he trying to be down with the kids?
Yeah.
I mean, the track's horrible.
I just have to say,
it's not Tony M, is it? Is that Tony M?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Tony
M. That's Tony M.
Yeah, like, not a fan because I was listening to like X-Clan and Public Enemy and, you know, Tribe, you know, like badass rappers, you know. Ice Cube, I think, was hot at the time, you know, with America's Most Wanted, I think, was out. Yeah, like, I mean, wow, like, you know, so I didn't want to hear any cod rap, as I termed the phrase, like cod anything. Like, it's a phrase that I use for stuff that's weak. Yeah, I didn't want to hear any cod. You know, one thing I have to say the Prince did was he brought people on, you know? He hooked people up.
Yeah, I'll give him that, you know. He gave it the opportunity. He gave the opportunity.
Yeah, he gave people, you know, much love for that, bro.
Much love.
Wherever you are. You know, because you're still within me in terms of the influence you gave me to do what I do, and know a lot of my friends as well.
Yeah,
who got inspired by you and are a true champion. You're gone, not forgotten. In fact, you're not gone. You're still here.
Absolutely.
Much love.
Absolutely.
You know,
much love.
My parents and my friends, but Prince, you're probably the greatest influence, you know, to what I do. And keep pushing. I keep pushing because of your influence. But this record sucks. I have to say that. It was not a record I played after the period went. I was like done. And we were, and also, like, my cousin Jones and I used to say, why did he bring those dudes to be dancing with him? He didn't need that. I mean, I was like, you know, as I said, he put people on, and much props for him doing that. But no, we didn't want to see. I mean, look, everybody has a Prince period they like. This wasn't for us. We were off the train. No. You know, but I kept dipping back to see what he was doing still, and we're gonna review some of those records as well. You know.
Yeah.
But this was the last one that I bought and kind of, and still trying to, like, amongst my friends who were like done, they were like, no. And I remember us watching Graffiti Bridge, and they were like, this is so bad. And I had to just shut up because it was. I was like, they were like, and I was like, no, but look, man, look, the timer. They were like, nah, bro, this is awful. And a lot of them guys left, and they were like, why are you still holding on, man? It's done.
It's done. It's over. The dream is over.
The ride is over.
Oh man.
But anyway.
Yeah, it was at that point, it was at that point. The song is terrible.
Yeah.
The New Power Generation was a horrible project. Horrible project.
Yeah, didn't
the
like
styling. All incredible musicians.
Yeah.
When singers, the baddest of mean man.
Like Sonny T's in New Power Generation.
Sonny T?
And Sonny T is the apparently the genius.
He's Prince's Prince.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Sonny T's Prince's Prince.
Sonny T was no joke.
Sonny T.
But the New Power, we're gonna, pretty much already going to be listening to his New Power Generation here going forward. You know that. Say
that again?
All we're going to be listening to here going forward is the New Power Generation, because the next bunch of albums are New Power Generation, more or less.
Hey, but I think there were some golden moments.
Oh, there's some moments.
There's some moments. So I know because there's some albums and some songs I love that I listen to still. So and I know that was after, but as I said, revisiting like songs that we have never heard, albums we've never heard, and some of them we have, and some of them I bought way after the golden years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got a lot of stuff to go through. Oh, it's going to be a long set of videos and sessions and time and hours, and we got a lot to do.
And we're doing this whether you watch it or not.
Whether you watch it or not, this is happening. This is the purple ring.
It's like if it's just me and my boy Justin Wonderful just chatting and putting them out for us to watch.
That's what we're going to do.
That's what we're doing.
Look, DPC, I've got one last question for you.
Yeah.
What are we giving this album? We've got to give this album a rating.
Wow. Okay. Let's look at the tracks, right? Hold on a second. Let me just because I was taking a few notes so that I'm fair to myself and honest to myself.
Yeah.
So, okay. Can't Stop, we liked. Release It, we loved.
Yeah.
Question of You, we loved. That's 3 so far.
Yeah.
Elephant and Flowers, what are we saying with that track?
I ain't got time for that track.
You haven't got track. I think it was okay, but it's not a love, I could, not put that in the love section. Round and Round was okay. I think that should be on a Tevin album only.
Yeah.
But it is part of the soundtrack and he was in the film. So yeah, it's okay. Weekend Funk. That is
the album.
4 killers so far. Weekend Funk is just amazing. Joy in Repetition. Slam dunk.
Slam dunk.
What we're saying, Shake, no, we're not doing that. Love Machine, no. Tick Tick, Bang.
Yeah, I like Tick Tick Bang.
So I'm down. I say that's 6. Thieves in the Temple, the original single release was good, much better than the album version.
Yeah.
And then it's all nonsense from there. So
nonsense.
6, 7 tracks.
Yeah, I would say I'd give it there's about 5.6 tracks, roughly 1/3 of the album, roughly.
And that's out of how many songs in total?
17 songs.
17 songs. That's not good enough. Not from a Prince.
It's not good enough.
No,
not for Prince. So what's your rating? Should we explain the rating system?
Yeah, we decided to come up with a rating system, keeping in with the greatest of all time. which is Prince. If you think that because we rubbish this record that still don't think he's the greatest of all time, you're wrong. Don't get it twisted.
You're wrong.
He's the greatest of all time still. Yeah.
And you hear that.
Okay. Our rating system is starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds, tangerine, a side order of ham. So that's a 7 rating. So if you get all of those, it's a 7. But I'm gonna give it starfish, coffee, and maple syrup. Maybe half a maple syrup.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to join you on that.
Just based on, and this is based on the work that the Golden Years work. I'm matching it with those albums, and for me, even those mighty songs on that record, the rest of it is so not happening that starfish, coffee, maple syrup. Yeah, I can't give it. It's not gonna get half a rating. It's 2.5. 2 and maybe 3. I'm depending on where you. I'm leaving it up to you, bro, to finalize the rating. And whatever you say, I'm good because, yeah.
All right. If you ask me, this album gets starfish, coffee, and a little bit of maple syrup. Half. I'll give it starfish, coffee, and a little bit of maple syrup. So it'd be 2.5.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of 7.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that rating.
That's what I'd say. There's tracks like Weak and Funk, Joy and Repetition.
Wow.
And A Question of You.
Wow.
Those albums, those tracks, I feel bad for them that they're on this album.
Yeah.
I feel bad for those tracks.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel bad for those tracks. They are murderous.
I'm gonna take those tracks and put them together on my own short version of Graffiti Bridge. Yeah. And because I haven't listened to those tracks because the rest of the album's so bad, but I'm gonna make a playlist specifically so I can listen to those tracks over and over because I forgot about those songs, man. I'm so sorry. I forgot about those tracks. They're so amazing, the great tracks on there. But starfish, coffee, and a little maple syrup. And a little bit
of maple syrup. That's all it gets. I mean, it's not going to get all 7. It's not going to get all 7. But I mean, I guess that brings us to the end of this first Purple Rinse. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Too kind, far too kind.
Wait. You enjoyed the Graffiti Bridge album with us. Some of you guys probably enjoyed it. Any of you guys who think this album is actually the business, please tell us why. In the comments.
Some constructive criticism is welcome.
Would be welcome. Maybe we're wrong, maybe we don't get something, or maybe music's just subjective. It's all good. Next up, we're gonna review Diamonds and Pearls, man.
Is that the next album off this?
That's the next album up, 1991, Diamonds and Pearls.
Actually, I remember buying that one as well. I remember buying that one. I think I bought that one with it had a holographic cover. Yeah, on the CD cover. Yeah, I think I bought that. Definitely bought that. So I didn't jump off really. I was still hanging in there.
Oh, I was still hanging in there around about I was hanging in there.
Yeah, I was still hanging in there for a little while. Okay, that's interesting. Cool.
So, we look forward to stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up next. But until then, peace out, man.
Peace, love, and soul power. Don Cornelius Productions. No, just joking. Thank you.